What's up, guys? Today I will tell you about asterisk in the realm of modern numismatics. British coinage featuring Queen Elizabeth II holds a place of enduring significance. Among the countless coins issued during her record-breaking reign, those minted in 2008 stand out for their blend of traditional monarchy symbolism and evolving artistic design. At the heart of these coins lies an inscription rich in heritage. Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. These few Latin words encapsulate centuries of constitutional monarchy and religious authority, connecting every coin in the Queen's name to an unbroken line of royal history. Asterisk in this script. We will examine one such coin from 2008, most notably the £1 coin, and explore its historical, cultural, and monetary context. From the symbolism behind the inscriptions to the coin's design evolution and its place in everyday British life. This analysis delves deep into the story behind one small but powerful piece of modern history. The inscription explained, asterisk, the obverse of British coins since the reign of Queen Elizabeth II began in 1952, typically bears an official portrait of the monarch in the Latin inscription, asterisk, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, often followed by the year of mintage. What it means, Elizabeth II. This denotes the monarch. Queen Elizabeth II, asterisk, DG Reg. De Gratia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen. FD Fidei Defensor, meaning defender of the faith. Asterisk. These titles are more than ceremonial, they are constitutional reminders of the Queen's role as both the sovereign and the supreme governor of the Church of England. Every coin thus becomes a tangible representation of Britain's religious and political history. Asterisk. 2008 in historical context. Asterisk. The year 2008 marked over 5 decades of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Although it was not a jubilee year or a milestone anniversary, it was still a period of continued modernization and design evolution in UK coinage. By this time, the Royal Mint had already begun revising many reverse designs to reflect a more unified and symbolic interpretation of the United Kingdom. Asterisk. 2008 also saw the beginning of the Royal Shield design series. Introduced as part of a design overhaul, the Royal Mint created a set of coins whose reverses, when placed together, form the full royal shield. This bold, artistic move redefined the aesthetics of everyday British coins. Asterisk, the obverse. The Queen's portrait, asterisk, the obverse of the 2008 £1 coin features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, this effigy depicted the Queen in a more realistic and less idealized manner than previous versions. Rank Broadley aimed for accuracy over symbolism, portraying the monarch wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a gift from her grandmother, Queen Mary. Asterisk. This portrait is surrounded by the famous inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 2008. Asterisk. The emphasis on realism in the obverse artwork echoed the maturing image of the Queen, aligning with public perception of her as a stable, enduring figure through decades of change. The reverse design in 2008. The reverse of the £1 coin featured the royal arms. Designed by herald painter Timothy Node, the royal coat of arms represents the UK and all of its constituent countries. The lion represents England. The unicorn represents Scotland. Asterisk. The quarterly shield includes the 3 lions of England, the lion of Scotland, and the harp of Ireland. Asterisk. This majestic design was a fitting close to the older £1 coin series that had depicted the individual nations of the UK on different coins since 1983. It was symbolic of unity, history, and heraldic tradition. Asterisk. The edge inscription of this coin reads, Decus et Tudemon, Latin for an ornament and a safeguard. Originally intended as a defense against coin clipping material and specifications denomination. 1 pound, 1 pound asterisk composition. Nickel brass, 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, 5.5% nickel diameter, 22.5 millimeters. Weight, 9.5 grams. Edge, milled with inscription, minted by the Royal Mint. Lantreason, Wales asterisk. The use of nickel brass gave the coin a golden hue, which made it visually distinct from lower denominations. Though practical in use, this composition was eventually replaced in 2017 due to increased counterfeiting of older 1 pound coins. Asterisk circulation and everyday use. Asterisk the 2008 pound 1 coin entered circulation in the millions, intended for everyday transactions in vending machines, car parks, and shopping trolleys across the UK. Its high frequency of use meant it passed through countless hands, becoming both a financial instrument and a subtle educational tool. Each coin quietly reminded users of the monarchy, the state, and a shared national identity. Asterisk coins, like the 2008 1 pound, are emblematic of the symbiosis between design and function in currency. While primarily utilitarian, they also preserve cultural identity and historical continuity. Asterisk collectors, perspective asterisk. Although 2008 coins are not considered rare, they hold value among collectors for their symbolic transition. The 2008 edition marked the final time the traditional royal arms appeared on the reverse before the shift to the royal shield design on smaller denominations. Thus, for those who track artistic trends in numismatics, the 2008 coin stands at the intersection of tradition and change. Asterisk, a standard, circulated 2008 1 pound coin typically has modest collector value, often around face value or slightly more depending on condition. However, uncirculated or proof versions, especially those in official royal mint sets, can fetch significantly higher prices. The end of an era. Asterisk. In 2017, the UK replaced the traditional round 1 pound coin with a 12-sided bimetallic version, featuring new anti-counterfeiting technology. The older nickel brass coins, including the 2008 version, were gradually demonetized. By October 2017, they were no longer accepted as legal tender. Asterisk. Despite their withdrawal from circulation, the older 1 pound coins continue to live on in the numismatic world and in the memories of Britons who used them for decades. Asterisk. The legacy of the inscription. Asterisk. What makes the 2008 coin even more meaningful today is its enduring inscription. The phrase Elizabeth II DG Reg FD was used across British coinage for over 70 years, from 1953 until 2022, following Queen Elizabeth II's passing in September 2022. Coins now feature her son, King Charles III. Asterisk. As such, each coin with this inscription has become more than just currency. It's a historical artifact. It links the user directly to the second Elizabethan era, an age defined by peace, diplomacy, steady constitutional monarchy. Asterisk. The 2008 British 1 pound coin with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD represents far more than a monetary unit. It is a symbol of continuity, culture, and the quiet presence of monarchy in everyday life. From its Latin phrases steeped in tradition to its dignified portrait and heraldic design, the coin is a mirror of British heritage and identity. Asterisk. As we look back on this coin today, it serves as a reminder of Queen Elizabeth II's long and impactful reign, of Britain's evolving design, language, and currency, and of the subtle yet powerful role coins play in preserving history. Though the 2008 1 pound coin may no longer be in active circulation, its legacy endures in albums, in collections, and in the rich narrative of British coinage. Asterisk. Introduction. A coin and a crown. Asterisk. The year 2008 might not immediately stand out in British history for dramatic change or revolution. Yet, in the quiet folds of daily life and national symbolism, it marked a period of continued tradition and subtle transformation. This was the age of Queen Elizabeth II, Britain's longest-reigning monarch at the time, a figure so deeply woven into the fabric of national life that her face, name, and titles adorned every pocket and purse in the country. One of the most ubiquitous reminders of her reign came in the form of currencies, specifically the coins that bore her image and the words Elizabeth 2DG Reg FD 2008 asterisk, though small in size. The 2008 British coin, particularly the £1 coin, tells a profound story. It bridges past and present, Latin tradition, and modern monetary utility. This script will explore in depth the history behind this coin, the symbolism of its inscription, its numismatic significance, the transition of coin design during that year, and its broader context within the Elizabethan legacy. Asterisk, understanding the inscription asterisk at first glance. The inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2008 may seem merely ornamental. In fact, it carries centuries of constitutional history, religious symbolism, asterisk Latin roots, and royal titles. Let us break it down. Elizabeth II, the reigning monarch at the time, Queen Elizabeth II, asterisk DG Reg, abbreviation for De Gratia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen, asterisk FD, short for Die Defensor, or Defender of the Faith, 2008, the year of minting. These titles trace their origins to medieval and early modern Europe. By the grace of God emphasizes the divine right of monarchs, tradition that stretches back to the coronation of early English kings. Defender of the Faith was first granted to Henry VIII by Pope Leo X in 1521, a title, ironically, kept even after England's break from the Roman Catholic Church. Since then, it has passed to each successive monarch, appearing on coinage as a reminder of the sovereign's spiritual and constitutional role. The use of Latin rather than English reinforces the gravity and continuity of this symbolism. Latin has been the language of statecraft, law, and religion for centuries. Its presence on British coins underscores the timelessness of monarchy and the enduring nature of the Crowtha's fourth portrait, a maturing monarch, asterisk, by 2008, the obverse front of the coin featured the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Created by Ian Rank Broadley in 1998, his design marked a shift from the idealized, youthful depictions of earlier decades to a more mature, realistic portrayal of the Queen, asterisk. In this portrait, the Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a gift from Queen Mary and one of Elizabeth's most iconic regalia. The image projects dignity, age, and continuity. Rank Broadley's aim was to present a true likeness, an honest depiction of the Queen's age and role rather than a romanticized figurehead. Asterisk, this move toward realism reflected both a cultural shift and a public appetite for authenticity. In an age increasingly characterized by media transparency and personal connection with public figures, the monarch's updated image resonated deeply. It told the story of a monarch who had remained a steady presence through generations of social change. Asterisk, the reverse heraldry and identity. Asterisk, the reverse of the 2008 £1 coin showcased the royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom, designed by Timothy Node, a Hurrell painter at the College of Arms. His design reasserted traditional heraldic elements and national unity, representing all four nations of the UK. Asterisk, the royal arms features. Asterisk, 3 lions, passant, guardant. England, a lion rampant Scotland, a harp Ireland, asterisk, accompanied by the lion and the unicorn as supporters. The reverse design is both ornate and symbolic. It reiterates the monarchy's role as a unifier of the United Kingdom, even amid shifting political tides, such as Scottish devolution and growing calls for constitutional reform. Asterisk. The 2008 coin was the last of its kind to feature this particular full royal arms on the £1 coin. It served as a fitting close to the original £1 series that began in 1983, starting in 2008. A new design philosophy would emerge, culminating in the Royal Shield series that reimagined the reverse of nearly all British coins, the Royal Mint's 2008 vision. Asterisk. The Royal Mint, based in Llantrys in Wales, had long played a pivotal role in defining British coinage. In 2008, the Mint launched a major rebranding of UK coin design. This involved commissioning graphic designer Matthew Dent, who introduced a groundbreaking idea. Each coin from 1p to 50p would contain a fragment of the royal shield, and when placed together, the coins would form the full shield. Asterisk. While the £1 coin continued to bear the full royal arms in 2008, it was increasingly clear that a new design approach was underway. The inclusion of heraldic elements in modern, minimalist ways represented the changing tastes of the nation still proud of tradition but ready for innovation. The 2008 coins, therefore, stand as a symbolic pivot point. They represent the final echo of a heraldic era, just before the nation embraced a fresh design narrative for its circulating coinage, everyday usage, and circulation. Asterisk. In 2008, the £1 coin remained a cornerstone of British cash transactions. First introduced in 1983 to replace the £1 banknote, was widely accepted in vending machines, shops, car parks, and across the service economy. Made from nickel brass, it had a weight and feel that distinguished it from lower denominations. Asterisk. The £1 coin had diameter, 22.5 millimeters weight, 9.5 grams thickness, 3.15 millimeters edge, milled with an inscription, Decus, et, Tudemon, an ornament, and a safeguard. Asterisk. The edge inscription itself is a defense against clipping and a jolted form of fraud where slivers of precious metal were trimmed from coin edges. Though no longer necessary with base metals, this tradition endures as a nod to the past. Numismatic appeal and collector's value. Asterisk. Coins from 2008 are not especially rare. Millions were minted for circulation. However, for numismatists, the year holds meaning. It marks a transitional moment, the last use of certain heraldic imagery, and the continued use of the rank broadly effigy before it would be replaced by the fifth portrait in 2015. Asterisk. Uncirculated and proof versions of the 2008 £1 coin, especially those found in Royal Mint annual sets, carry more value. These coins are struck with sharper detail and preserved in pristine condition for collectors. While a circulated 2008 coin may only hold face value, proof versions in mint packaging can sell for several pounds, particularly if part of a full, yearly set. Asterisk. Over time, especially since Queen Elizabeth II's passing in 2022, such coins have grown in historical interest. They are no longer just pocket change, they're relics of a bygone reign. The coin in cultural memory. Asterisk. 2008 may have seemed like any other year at the time, but today, looking back from the post-Elizabethan world, the coins of that year feel like keepsakes from a remarkable era. They remind us of a monarch who served through wars, peace, cultural revolutions, and economic upheavals. The 2008 £1 coin, with its bold, heraldic reverse and time-worn Latin inscriptions, carries the mood of a stable, dignified Britain. In every etched lion and unicorn, in every letter of Dei Gratia Regina, is the subtle weight of continuity. Monarchy that has endured, adapted, symbolized the nation's identity for over a millennium. End of circulation, and the 12-sided revolution. Asterisk. In 2017, the UK introduced a new 12-sided £1 coin, heralded as the most secure coin in the world. It featured a bimetallic composition and latent image technology to combat the rising tide of counterfeits. With that, the familiar round £1 coin such as the 2008 edition was demonetized in October 2017. Asterisk, the change was practical, okay, but also symbolic. It marked a generational shift. The 12-sided coin represented a modern, tech-forward Britain, while the old coin belonged to a slower, analog age. Asterisk, yet, even as it was withdrawn from tills and pockets, the 2008 coin story did not end. For collectors, historians, and citizens, it remains a meaningful object. It represents more than money. It reflects monarchy, national identity, the passage of time. The coin as chronic asterisk, a simple coin, can be a powerful artifact. The 2008 British £1 coin with the inscription Elizabeth II, DG, Reg, FD, encapsulates centuries of tradition, the quiet dignity of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, and the evolving art of coin design. It is a piece of living history, one that traveled through hands, pockets, shops, and time. Asterisk, in the modern world, where digital transactions dominate, physical coins are increasingly nostalgic. But that very nostalgia imbues them with value, not just economic, but historical, emotional, and cultural. The 2008 coin is a testament to the crown, to Latin tradition, to British identity, and to the people who lived, worked, and grew under the second Elizabethan era. It is, quite literally, a piece of the Queen's legacy, struck in metal, passed among millions, and remembered long after its final transaction. Asterisk.